Let us continue with our lesson, and now what we have to do now is we will create a migration for our backend. And we have already created a room migration in our Android application, and we need to do the same thing for our backend. So for that, we will go to the PHP Storm and open our project, which is of to do. And I will go to the database over here package, and inside this we have a migration, and that should be of a create task table, which we have one table which will store our tasks. And here we need to add a one column, so we can just go and add a one column over here like a string, right? And create a, but that will eventually when we run this migration, we have to recreate a table, and that means that the user data will be lost. So the main thing is how to preserve a user data using a migration. So migration is the best way that we can preserve our user data and just add in or require field or modify the current table. So what we will do is we'll go to the terminal. The terminal, the screen, I think the font size may be quite small for you guys to see, but just bear with me. It's just one line of code. So I will just say PHP, so PHP artisan, and I'll just say make. What I want to make is a migration, migration, migration over here. PHP artisan colon and make PHP artisan make colon migration, and we have to give a migration name. So I will just say add note, sorry, NOT note COLUMN, sorry, COLUN, add a note column to which table? It should be of a task table. So which is dot I can dash I can see a table name. So table table, which is of equals to, what is the table name? It's a task. So here is the table name, right? So this is the one that we have to SKS task. So if you are finding it difficult to take the alphabet over here or the sentence, it says PHP artisan make colon and migration give the migration name, which I have any name that should be fine, but I'm just making use of naming convention, which is to add note column to task table. That's which means that whenever you see that particular migration file, you know what this particular file is actually doing. So that's just a naming convention, but eventually you can just go and give any name. And then I give a dash table, and which is a task table. And when I hit enter, that will go and should create a new migration file for us. And just hold on. Okay, I think that is created. Let me try to, okay, here. So the new migration file has been created for us, which is using a task table. And here we can write our migration. So what I want to do is I want to say table. In the table, what I want to insert is type of the string, right? And where is that one? Sorry, it should be str and the string. And string inside this, I will give a column name. What is the column name that I have? It's a note. And the size I will just give of around 100, right? The length of 100. And what I can also say over here is add a option, so which should be of after. So I have a after I want to add after the, okay, after the body. So let us add after the body. So what I will do is after and give the column name as a body. So that should be fine. And the default, we can just say default value is of empty, or you can just give a null or whatever you want. So I'll just set a default and give a null empty value over here. And which is a table string type of a note column and a length of 100. And depend on you what you want, maybe 100, 200, or maybe 10 or 15. That depend on your requirement. And the next is that the default after which column? So after the column of the body, and default value is dash. and then we should able to just go and now run it. So I'll say PHP artisan. So PHP artisan migrate. So PHP artisan migrate, which is a command that will go and run our migration that what we have added new, and just go and hit enter. So this will create a new migration. This will go and run this file, and you can see that the migration is migrated. And now if you go back to the our database, we should be able to see our table has added a new column. So let me go back to the MySQL database. Let me open it up, and we'll go to the to do the underscore db, and we will go to the tags, and this tags table should have one more new column added. So we'll go to the here. So the new column has been added of our varchar of 100. And the migration, if you go and check, it is stored over here in the migration. And the migration has the current one is this one. So this is the current migration that we have run. I think let me zoom it a little bit so easy for you to guys see. Okay, here migration table, and we have this one migration current table, which is just we run this one. So this one and this file migration file name and the migration here is the one, and 0780 3850. So 073850, that is the one that we just run, and if you see the batch is of number 4. So this is a migration table from where you can track the what migration that you have previously run. But currently we are focused on the tags, which we needed to add a one more column, which is a note. So I hope you guys got it, and how to add a new column using a PHP artisan command to our backend. And we'll meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.